Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. So this week you get to look at my hands and my arms. How exciting, I know. So we're going to be making a mini carousel. This is a mold that I got from a very famous Chinese site. I'm guessing everybody knows who I mean. Anyhow, it comes in about it's about 7 different parts, isn't it? Because you've got the top, the bottom, the 5 horses, and the bit that goes in the middle. And that's just me holding up an emergency mold because I have made this mold a few times and I can never remember how much it takes. And I know that you can do the old trick of put water in it, see how much it takes, or you can fill it with rice and weigh it. But I've got to be honest, I'm a bit too lazy for that sort of thing. I kind of just wing it. That works for me. Anyhow, moving on, I decided that what I wanted to do was mica the bottom, the base of the carousel, and the top of the carousel has a sort of cone part in it, and then it's got an outer rim. So I wanted to put some of this just resin silver holographic rainbow mica powder in. It's chameleon, so it color shifts literally the colors of the rainbow as it turns in the light. And for anybody who's looking at this video thinking, wow, she does that fast, no, I've speeded it up because nobody needs to see me do this in real time, believe you me. So I just go all around just the inside because what I want to do is just fill that part there with some black resin. I want to leave the very top and the outer rim free so that I can put a colour on it. That was my plan, my grand plan. And then I just popped a load of the same mica powder on the base of the mould. I absolutely love this mould. It's so pretty. And it's a really nice quick one. I say quick one to do. The way that I'm doing it is actually going to take an extra day, but it is such a nice, quick, easy mold. And I know it doesn't take a lot, um, but I literally don't remember how much it takes. I kid you not, I have just finished making it and I still can't remember how much it makes. Honestly, there's something to be said for memory like a goldfish. That would be me. Anyhow, off camera, I mixed up some mold resin and added just a little bit of black pigment paste. I got the black pigment paste from Resin Supplies Den and then just filled up the base, popped it into the top. I used a little micro brush just to squish into the very sort of pointy part of the mold because I didn't want an air bubble there. What I was desperately trying to do was to get the black to just sit in that cone part, but as you'll see, I kind of then put too much in, and so I had to take a bit out. And there was a lot of faffing at this point. I did faff quite a bit. And then what I think I did is after I'd faffed for a little while, I just thought, you know what? We'll give up. We'll worry about it when it's mostly dry. And that's what I did. I was like, I'm just going to leave it. And here we are 24 hours later. It's nice and dry, nice and smooth, nice and level, which is always a really good thing. I am working on a level board, but I still always think, is it going to be level? Is it going to be? Luckily, this one was. So you can see there's just some bits around the top of the carousel. There's some resin that's kind of gone astray. So I just take a little bit of tape and give it a good taping over just to get rid of any bits that I don't want and just tidy it up generally. I mean, it's not going to be 100% perfect because I'm, it's just not. So it's as good as it's going to get. And then off camera, I mixed up some resin. I added a couple of 3 drops of peach rose from the Let's Resin die kit, and then I've got some fine pink glitter, and I just added a one scoop into it. It's one of those glitters where less is more, so you don't need a lot, and it really does. I mean, it does go absolutely bananas. It's so pretty. And what I was hoping is to do the horses all in this pink glitter, and then the finish off the top of the carousel. You can see that glitter just shimmering. It's so pretty. I must confess, I've got all of the like a rainbow of those particular glitters that I got not that long ago, much to Kirk's horror. He is quite a fan of the phrase, how much glitter does one person need? What can I say? There's just no training him. You could never have enough glitter. How much glitter, just out of curiosity, how much glitter do you guys have? Do you have a lot of glitter, very little, or far too much? I would think I'm closely getting to the far too much end of the scale, if I'm honest. Look at him. He's making a vid. He's filming me for an Instagram reel. So I guess it's the ultimate photo bomb. He's always telling me off for photobombing him, and yet there we go. Anyhow, back to it. I I tried to make sure that it was as level as possible. So you can just see me taking a smidgen out of a couple of them. And then I did have quite a bit left over for the central column, but I added a little bit more, a little bit of chunky glitter in there just because I wanted it to be just a little bit different. So I mixed that in and then poured that into the mould. I just wanted it, I wanted to sort of some separation between the horses and the rest. And then here we are, 24 hours later, ready for the demould. And that's the base, which you can see that the holographic mica is just stunning. And then there's the little horses. They are so cute. If you've got like a new baby or something like that, or you know, a baby shower, it's so sweet. It's different. It's not it's not something that you kind of see every day. So I'm just popping the horses into the base. What I have found when I've done this mould in the past, if I leave the horses to go to fully cure, then it's a real struggle to get them in. Whereas if I put them in at the point that I demould them, they go in nice and easy. I say that one of them, I think it might be this one, I had the tiniest bit of overpour, and you can see that I'm struggling to get that one in. So I think what I did is I actually gave up with that one, moved on to the next one, and got that one in very successfully. And then I took that one, the one that I struggled with, and I just trimmed down the very end, and then it went in just fine. And then it was on to demoulding the top. Now I was quite nervous about demoulding this bit because I really wanted it to look how I'd imagined it. And the moment of truth is, I need a drum roll. Ah, there we go. So pretty. I was so happy. Honestly, I was absolutely chuffed to bits with how it looked. I love that mica. Absolutely love it. And then it's just a case of taking out the central column, which was a nightmare. And whilst I am struggling to get that central part out, anyone who's made it to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. Anyone who subscribed, I gained massive number of subscribers during the Christmas collaboration, and it's a big thank you to everybody who likes, subscribes, and spends their time watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I am still nervous, but I am getting over it. I had some great advice where I was told to imagine that there's no one there, so I'm essentially talking to myself right now in that case. Anyway, thank you to everybody. As you can see, I'm just popping that central column into the center. And what I'll do in about a day or so is I'll use some B7000 and stick the top onto it. And I'll probably use a little bit of UV just to sort of double bond it to the top. It's not supposed to be moved around. It's an ornament. It's not a toy. So, you know, theoretically, that should be strong enough. I've made a few of, like I say, I've made a few of these, and none of them have fallen apart. So hopefully that's enough. But yeah, that's it. And there it is from the side. I was really chuffed at how this worked out. I really, really was. So I'll pop some pictures on at the end for you. Again, thank you to everyone, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.